Hello, my friends. This is Bobby D coming to you live from the Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. I hope you are as well. Hey, today I want to tell you about 3 COVID-19 vaccine manufacturing company passed ethics review in the Philippines. 3 COVID-19 manufacturing companies passed the Philippines Ethic Review Board in the Philippines. Yeah! Woo! What a joy. This is a joy to come back and give my friends. And today I want to say for those of you who have for the first time, click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Sing, fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? This is a country that is not the most I guess you would say the most developed country in the world, but it's a developing nation. It's not a third world country, but it is a what? Developing nation. And so because they don't have a lot of money, like the other big country like USA, Great Britain, France, they have to do what they can to make it do what it do. Okay? So when it comes to the virus and the vaccine, they have to look at the best option they have available for the money they have because they don't have a lot of money. So they have to make it do what it do to help their people and stay within their budget. Okay. So today we're going to talk about 3 companies that passed, and I'm going to show you. We're going to talk about a whole lot of things interesting to the vaccine and as pertains to what the Philippines is doing to combat this vaccine to combat the virus rather, with the vaccines they're looking at and the one they have chosen as well. So we're gonna look at that process, tell you some things about the vaccine and what's going on in the Philippines. And if you're here today, you want to hear about that, how these 3 companies got to be approved by the board, and there's 3 things they got to do to get approved. They go for the clinical trials, and I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to bring you up to date on the clinical trials that are here in the Philippines, the vaccines that are being trialed out here, and also the clinical therapies, there's clinical treatment therapies that are being trialed as well. Bring up the date on that, and then we're just gonna talk. We're gonna go around train for a little bit, and we out, man. I know some of y'all just get out of bed. I know, man. I got Bobby, you get there too early, man. You get out. You know what I do, man? I shake it up a little bit, Sometimes I come to you early, sometimes I come to you late, I just do what I do. Can I have a cup of coffee? 1 minute, please. Thank you. Guess what, guys? I ran out of coffee co. I ran out of coffee co. No, I'm drinking. I'm drinking the coffee that what's the name? One of our subscribers sent us some coffee, man. Abu Dhabi. And it's pretty good, but it's not as good as coffee go though. But it'll do, I'll make it do what it do. I have a cup of coffee when I talk to y'all, so it'll do what it do. Anyway, what was it? It'll do. It's okay. So we're gonna talk about vaccines today, where the Philippines are as far as their vaccines that they've chosen, and we're gonna talk about the efficacy. And we're going to talk about the efficiency, the effectiveness of these vaccines, and we're going to talk about the costs involved and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to show you what they chose and how the process. One thing we're going to do, we're going to review the whole process of the vaccine, how it's done. And when you think about it, a little country like the Philippines, you just be glad to get anything. We'll take anything. We'll take anything. That's what you would think, right? But no, sir, it's not like that. The Philippines are very, very picky, and they're very, very careful as to the vaccines that they choose for their people. And you have to know that one of the main reasons why is because within the last 2 years, there was a vaccine that came to this country. And they just decided, okay, we need it. It was for the dengue fever, which is one of the worst viruses that you can get out of here, okay? It's dengue fever. And what happened was they let all the children get it because children getting dengue fever and they were dying. So the vaccine gonna save them. And so people had given them information that the vaccine was safe. So they got the vaccine. They distributed to all the children that were school age. And guess what happened, guys? You wouldn't believe this. It started dropping like that, flies. And they said, what? You gave my child this vaccine. And so ever since that, and they sued the company all like that. But ever since that happened a few years back, they're very, very, very careful as it pertains to vaccines. And they have to have a 3-tier process that they have to go through in order to get any type of vaccines approved here. And it, rightfully so, man. They've been burned before, And, a lot of people all over the world are concerned about the vaccine. I'm concerned about vaccines. We just heard recently, Great Britain is now, they're sticking and dealing their people. They just got Moderna, no, Pfizer. They got Pfizer recently. And the first country to ever, got the vaccine. So there's all the elderly people are getting, and all the medical care people will be getting as well. So, it's okay, man. But me, I'm gonna take my time. Nah, man, I'm not afraid, but I want to be cautious, okay? I want to be cautious. I've read all the material on these vaccines, and a lot of it's very good stuff, okay? But I'm not a healthcare worker, and so I want to be cautious, okay? I'm gonna give about maybe a month or so, and then I'll make my decision on one I want to choose. In fact, I'm gonna do another video, little live class, maybe a live class, and maybe a recorded video on all of the 3 or 4 of them out there. Excellent vaccines that have 90 to 95% safety rate. Okay, effective rate or efficacy. That's what they call it. I had trouble with that word. Efficacy, but effective rate. And so I'm gonna do a video on that. So I'm gonna bring you up to par on. You don't have to go out there and I gotta read about these things. I'm gonna bring it to you, man. You know what I do for you, man. I help you out. You don't have to do all that stuff. I'm gonna bring it to you, man. I bring it. I bring it to you like you're a 2-year-old. You know what? I don't try to put you down enough, but I try to make sure you get it, man. When I do something, man, I want to make sure somebody gets it, man. And me talking all these highfalutin, I can talk like a professor, man, because I got the mentality. No, but I don't want to do that, man. I don't like showing off. I like to keep it simple, stupid. That's what I do. I'm gonna break it down to you, like you're 2 years. When I get through with this thing, you ain't gonna have no question because you're gonna have it up here. You're gonna have it, man. I like to make sure people get it. And if I give it to you and you don't get it, we ride the train, ask me what you need to know. I'll break it down to you, man. I ain't playing. I don't like nobody left behind when I'm teaching. When I give you information, I want to keep it basic and you're able to get it. And if you can't get it, then don't get angry. I can't get it, but I can't get with it. I'll just ask me again, man. Ain't no such thing as a bad question. Okay? No such. All my life, man, I used to hold my questions aside. I'm like, they gonna think I'm crazy. They gonna think I'm a dummy, And I finally realized I was just hurting myself, Instead of me don't want to look bad in front of others, I was just hurting myself. So if you got any questions, man, don't feel embarrassed. Just ask the question, man, and we'll get you. Okay, all right, let's go. We're gonna do a quick review right now, and we're just gonna do the last live cast. We're gonna do 2. I'm bringing it. I remember I did 3. I started out with 4 reviews, then I bring it down to 3, then 2. Now I'm gonna do 1. I'm gonna just keep it simple, man, because this is night time. It's the right time over here, and we're trying to get ready to go to. But hey, let me tell you right now. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna get up in about 8, 9 hours. I'm gonna see y'all in the mountain. Okay, I'm gonna wake y'all up in the morning. What is it? Morning there? Wait a minute. Let me get right. I'm see y'all in the evening. Okay. It'll be morning for me because I'm be waking up. It'll be evening for you. So between 9 and 10 p.m. It'll be 8 and 9 p.m. your time. Guess what? Bobby D will be on the scene like a sex machine. Come on, man. Damn, look at Jane. Yeah, I'll be there, man, tomorrow. Okay. Listen to me now. Hey, you think I'm playing with you? Sure, watch me. Watch me work it. Watch me work it. Watch me work it. Watch me jerk it. You remember the jerk? That's jerk it. Y'all ain't know nothing about that. Let's go. All right, let's go. Review. Quick review. All right, so the last live stream we did to you, did we do it to you or did we do it for you? The last time, I guess we must have did it to you too, and do it for you. But the last live stream we had was we were talking about this right here. Baby, give me one more chance. give me one more chance. You know, you get that little girl, and she messed up with you, and you find her messing with your best friend, and she said, I didn't want you no way, and she left you, and then she came back to you, and she said, baby, you said, what you want? She said, baby, please. She said, what you want, girl? Can you give me one more chance, please? And you just melt. Oh, sure, baby. I've been waiting for you to say that. You know, and you don't ever do that, okay? I mean, but that's called reconciliation. Okay? And in my opinion, when it's over, Casanova. Don't be looking back. Go on about your business, man. She had her chance. She blew it. Okay? That's my opinion. But when you look at the Bible, biblically, spiritually, we're supposed to give people a chance, a second chance, to make it right, to get it right. And we're supposed to practice what? Forgiveness. Okay? That's just the way the Bible puts it, man. You know, I've done that. I've done forgiveness before. The first time I did it didn't work out. You know, I was fooled the first time, and I was big fool the second time. And I said, like, I ain't gonna never do that, but I did it again. And that's the next time I did it, y'all. It worked out. Okay, so you never know. Okay, and so don't listen to people say, well, you're a fool, but you need to go back to you. My opinion, you is a fool. Don't listen to me. If your heart tell you to try it again, do what your heart says. Do what's right in your opinion, in your life. Because I can't live your life for you. I can give you advice. I will give you my opinion. But you got to live your life, man. Okay? So do your thing. Sometimes it works, man. Reconciliation, that's what it's called. When you reconcile your differences with your lady, and she reconciles with you, say, well, you know, I'm sorry. And you say, okay, babe, I'm sorry. You slept with my best friend, and I didn't know about it for 6 years. And all my friends knew about it behind my back, and they were laughing at me like a fool, and I didn't know for 6 years. I'm sorry you did that to me too, and I forgive you. I was crazy, man. But you got to do that according to the Bible. You got to forgive people, and you got to give them a second chance. If your heart is right, their heart is right, you feel their heart is right, and your heart is right, try to make it work. But you know, if it don't work, man, that's when you cut it loose. Okay? But yeah, sometimes you have to give them a chance, and sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So I don't want people to say, well, Bobby D, he ain't got no, he not a Christian. He don't have no forgiving heart. He don't want to give him no second chance. He don't want to try sometime to work out. And we had I had a situation with my lady, man. She slept on somebody, my best friend, and then I forgave her, and we got back together, and she ain't never did me wrong no more. So Bobby D, stop that. Okay, so I'm telling you, I have a Christian mind, and I'm a Christian. So the Bible talks about reconciliation. It means reconciling your differences, coming back together so you can be as one, right? Forgiving each other and walking in love together. If you can do that, good. It takes a strong person mentally and emotionally to forgive someone that did you wrong, okay? And I did it. It took a strong person to do that, man. And you know, it wasn't no like, well, I think she did it. I think she was my friend, but I don't really know. It wasn't none of that. It was no doubt. You know. You see it with your own eyes, you know. It's hard, man, to get those things out of your mind and out your spirit about that person. So, but you know, you have to give it a shot sometime, okay? And so we talked about that. And today, oh man, I want to talk about that subject now. I want to go back into that, right? I might do another video on that because you can talk about different avenues, different aspects of a subject and bring new light into it, man. It's like you never talked about. When you look at something from a different angle, you can see whole new vistas, a whole new perspective, man. And you can come at it from a different way and make a whole lot more sense than what you was making to right now. Okay, so I might just revisit that, man, because I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff I just thought about when I was just reviewing that quick review. And let's go, man. Tonight we're gonna do a thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for the day. All right, here we're gonna talk about right here. This thumbnail. Vaccine approved. Yeah, man. Yeah, Philippines approves on vaccine. And it's a process. That's a step. It's a 3-step process. These 3 companies I'm going to mention to you today were approved by the Philippines 3-step process on vaccines. Okay, there's 3 things they got to do. 3 committees or boards that they have to go through and get it. These companies have already. One of the companies have already gone to 2 of the boards and approved. 2 of the companies that have been approved by one of the boards. But these vaccines are being approved, and they're being approved because it's very, very important that the Philippines get prepared to deal with this virus. Now, I mentioned to you on a prior, I don't know if it was a live stream or a recorded video, that they had approved vaccines, emergency use for the vaccines. That was done by the president. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a couple of weeks ago. And I showed you that he had to, first of all, give approval to let the vaccines be approved before 6 months. Normally, if they want any vaccines to come in for clinical trial, they have to review it for 6 months before they say, okay, let's go. But he stepped it up. He gave that the vaccine can be looked at for 21 days to be approved for emergency use. So they have several vaccines that they have looked at, and then the first step before we get to the 3-step process is to approve for emergency use. Okay. And that's 3. They've already, all of them gotten approved for emergency use. Now it's the other 3-step process, and I'll show you through that as we go through this procedure and as we go through this presentation today. All right. So again, thumbnail for today: vaccines being approved. See, man, giving the shot right there. Yeah, man, getting the shot. No, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, man. And the thing about it, most of these vaccine companies, man, they want the small countries, and one of the reasons why, because you know, they small countries, and their mind, they ain't worth nothing. I'm serious, you think I'm playing? That's how these big countries, the companies think. They want a guinea pig, the small countries, because if they die, ain't nothing to them anyway. You know, that's just the way business people think. You know, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's just the way they think. That's why they always want to run clinical trial on the African nation. You know, the one your president called the SO nations. Yeah, that's what they want to run the clinic. And now African countries have gotten smarter now. It's no, you can't experiment on us. No, and we have we gonna let you bring out your vaccine here, but we will test it. You know, and we just don't want to take the vaccine without testing, sir. Yep, and they've gotten smarter. They're not playing that game anymore. Anyway, but yeah, even the Philippines, they have to go through an approval process before they can do any clinical trials here, and they have. I can tell you this: the Philippines is handling this whole vaccine process very, very smart, very smart. They're not just going to dump vaccines on people and stick them in their arm without testing it and making sure there are no lethal side effects. And I told you just about the dengue fever, what happened, because that's just one of the issues that they dealt with recently. And so they're not playing that game, but just we'll take anything you got, just give it to them because it's free. No, they don't play that. And testing it out, and rightfully so. All right, so look at that focus for today. Focus for today. No hocus pocus, just focus. You know, I always give you a roadmap to see where you're going, and we walk round down the yellow brick road, and we get there, man, and we go according to our map. Okay, our travel guide. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. All right, so let's get started. Got a lot of things to talk about today, and we're gonna be done. Then we'll get to ride train for a little bit, and I want to see y'all and it'll be my morning, and it'll be your night. So y'all getting ready. Y'all just getting up. So y'all got all day to run your little errands and go to work and whatever. And then when you come home tonight, I'll be there with you. Okay, I'll be there to honor you. Yeah, baby. You remember that song? I'll be there to comfort you. I don't know, something like that. I'll be there. I forgot the tune. Anyway, let's go, y'all. No hocus pocus, just focus. No hocus pocus, just focus. Let's go. All right. See what I'm going to make this big screen big. Y'all can see that. Okay. All right. See right there? You're getting a shot, man. The vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine, man. You know, getting a shot in your arm. I know some of y'all scared of shot. I used to be scared when I was a kid, man. I remember when before you get ready to go to school, you got to take this vaccines, you know, school shots you got to take. Man, they had to hold me down. All right. But anyway, even some grown people scared of shots, man. Anyway, here's our focus for today. Number one, we're going to look at vaccines approved for clinical trials in the Philippines, okay? We're going to look at those that have been approved. There's 3 of them right now. And secondly, we're going to look at the Philippines vaccine approval process. I apologize for that typo there. My bad. Approval process, not a topoval. Approval process, approval process. 3, we're going to look at the clinical trials in the Philippines. Are there any clinical trials, Bobby? Do you know about any? Are there running any current clinical trials? I've heard about this, heard about that. I'm going to tell you, man. And then we're going to look at the agreements, Philippine agreements with coronavirus manufacturers. They've got some agreements. They've reached out to some companies. They've gotten some agreements. And then we're going to look at how they secured supply of vaccine for the Philippines. Did they have any supplies? Are they trying to get supplies? We're going to look at that. And then we're going to look at a message, a thing is something that the president said to the people, the target. And we're going to be done. That's it, man. Very, very quickly, very, very simply, to the point. Okay? You with me, JP? Are you with me, man? All right, let go. All right. I had to bring my screen down, man. Give me messing up. Okay, hold on. Let me get it back. Give me 1 second, guys. Just chopped off that screen for me. Okay. I'm in the wrong one. Okay, so here we go. Number one was what? Vaccines approved for clinical trial. Here we go. Number one. So lady right there, that is the Undersecretary for the Department of Health. Her name is Maria Rosario Vergeire. Okay. The lady that holds and a lot of people are just familiar with her face and they see her all the time. She does a good job, and she breaks everything down. How many new cases, how many fatalities, all of that, all the statistics. She's gotten a very good handle on it. She's been doing it for about 9 months, so she's gotten better. First we started, like, I can't even follow this lady, but she got better. People gave her suggestions and stuff. She followed, so she's very important. She's the Undersecretary under the Department of Health. Now, the Department of Health is the major department or that handles the approval process for the vaccines. Okay, but there are some companies or some parts of various boards that are under them that assist them as well, and we'll talk about that as we go through this presentation. Okay, number one, vaccines approved for the clinical trials in the Philippines. Health Secretary, Undersecretary Maria Vergeire, and I got that name there. On December 7th, she had a press briefing, and she mentioned the companies that were approved, that had passed the Ethics Review Board, ERB. If you remember that, that's going to be important. ERB, Ethics Review Board, or ERB, I call it. Okay, that's one of the terms you want to remember. And the other one is VEP, Value Expert Panel. Those are two terms that you'll have to remember, or should remember, as we go through this process. All right, so there's 3 coronavirus companies that have been approved for vaccines in the Philippines. Number one is Janssen. Okay, many of you know it by being Johnson and Johnson. Okay, Johnson and Johnson is an American company. They own Janssen. Janssen is a European company, but they bought Janssen is a pharmaceutical company that Johnson and Johnson bought them out. So they're a subsidiary of Johnson and Johnson. Okay, so that's the vaccine company that was been approved by the Ethics Review Board. Secondly, AstraZeneca. Okay, AstraZeneca is a UK company, and that's one they really like, and I'll tell you more about them on some of the other slides. But this one, they really like AstraZeneca, and it's for a lot of good reasons. Number 3 was China's Clover Biopharmaceuticals. Okay, so you can see those are the 3 companies that have passed the Ethics Review Board, or ERB, procedures. Okay, there's a lot of things that they have to do to get through those rigorous procedures, and they have scientists on the team for the Philippines that look at all of the information that these companies have submitted through their various clinical trials. The companies have to go through clinical trial stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 before they stage 3 is where they want to bring it to the Philippines for them to examine their particular vaccine to make sure it works. So before they go through any trials here, they have to go through a 3-step process, and we'll talk about that. One of the process is the ERB, or ERB, Ethics Review Board. They have a group of scientists that look at everything, test it, whatever, and you got to bring it right. And once you pass that, you go to the next level. The next level is the VEP, which is the Value Expert Panel. Okay, vaccine expert panel. And then after you get to the vaccine expert panel, you go to the next level, which is the FDA, Food Drug Association. Now, the FDA had Food and Drug Association, or whatever, FDA. Yeah, the FDA has the main decision point on whether that vaccine will be approved or not. But usually, guys, let's be good. If it passes the ERB, okay, and if it passes the VEP, okay, ERB is what? Ethics Review Board, and the other one is the Vaccine Expert Panel. If it passes those two panels, usually 90% surety, the FDA will approve. Okay, so the Philippines just not going to take everything and let's drop them on them and let's go. Now you have to go. It's a 3-step process, and it's very, very arduous, and it's very, very lengthy. And they make sure it's right, tight, long, and strong before they put that stuff on anybody's arm out here. Okay, and that's the way it should be. You want to protect your people. All right. Number one was what again? Number one was vaccine approved. I gave you that information. Number two, we're going to talk about what? Philippines vaccine acceptable approval process. Good. Now we're going to look at the process. Okay, are you with me, GP? 1, 2. Don't know what to do. Okay. Hold on. 1. Focus. We did the focus. 2. All right, so number 2 is what? It is the Philippines vaccine approval process, okay? All right, so I mentioned a little bit about this just a moment ago, but we'll go over it again, make sure everybody's straight, everybody got it. The vaccine approval process is you have to go through Department of Science and Technology, which is a part of the DOH, Department of Health. And those two gentlemen you see there on the right, you see Department of Health Secretary, Francisco Duque III. And what a name, what a name, what a name. But yeah, he got a bad name. He's a bad man. They tried to fire this man about, 10 or 12 times so far since he's been over this stuff. Because he was messing up. You know, people are mad with him, man. People are dying and he's not getting it right. He had made a lot of mistakes, man, but he's getting it right. The person that likes him apparently is Duterte, because Duterte has really the right to fire him, but he's obviously get more chance, not chance, but people hate that guy. Anyway, and the other guy on the left there is the FDA chief. He's an acting chief. The previous FDA chief, Food and Drug Administration chief, was fired by Duterte because she did corruption. She was a corrupt administrator. Okay, but the FDA gives a final approval. Department of Health, under these two panels, the ERB and the VEP, gives their approval and they pass it on to the FDA. Now, only one company out of those 3 companies I mentioned to you have been passed on to the FDA right now, and that is, can you guess which one, y'all? Guess which one? AstraZeneca. Yeah, AstraZeneca, the company from UK, has been passed on. So they're in getting for the final approval process from the FDA right now. It should take maybe about a couple more weeks. I'm thinking it'll be done. Okay, so we have the process is what? You have, first of all, the ERB, which is the Ethics Review Board, which again, a bunch of scientists, they check everything out. And then you have the Vaccine Expert Panel, which is another scientist. They look at it from different angles. They do the same thing or similar things, but in a different way to make sure the vaccine is efficient and it is not deleterious to anyone's health, okay? And then, as I mentioned, the final approval is given by the FDA. And I showed you who's the FDA chief, Rolando Enrique Domingo. Yeah, he's the FDA chief acting right now. And then we got Francisco Duque III. I said Duque. Did you say Duque? No, I didn't say no Duque, man. I said Duque. I tried to talk, man, Duque. No, I said Duque. Francisco Duque III is the Department of Health Secretary. Okay, so those people are in charge. Now you know the process. You know that it's a 3-step process, and that you know one of the companies that we talked about is on the 3rd step to be engaged in a clinical trial. And who was that company again? AstraZeneca. Okay. GP, are you with me, GP? Let's go. All right. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, make sure I got it right. One. Focus. 1, 2. Number 3. Let's go. What was number 3 again? Here we go. Number 3 was clinical trials. Okay? Clinical trials. What you mean, Bobby D? What you mean, clinical trial? I don't know about no clinic. I don't have to go into the clinic, man. I got to go to no clinic. Yeah, you got to go to the clinic sometimes. You got to get that shot, man. You want to get a free shot? Because that's what it's going to be in the USA, too. USA going to be doing this. It's probably be doing the same exact thing Philippines doing. They check out the virus, the vaccines, the companies, everything. And once they get it, and they make sure they're right, tight, long, and strong, and they push that out. We're going to be in it just like we're going to be right behind UK and few other countries, but we on our way. All right. Clinical trials. Okay, what are clinical trials? Clinical trials are trials, test studies that are run on people, actual people. You know, is you have usually about 10,000, 30,000. The minimum is usually about 2 to 4,000 people. That's the minimum, bare minimums. But prior to now, it was like 10, 20, 30,000 people that were running, which that's why the virus, the time it took to develop a virus took so long, because they had so many people to take care of and look at and evaluate. But its time has been changed quite a bit. And so they have fastened and made it fast because of the urgency of this virus we're dealing with right now all over the world. Okay, so number one, clinical trials, you evaluate potential medical interventions, such as a vaccine, and you verify the effects of the drug to prove. Okay, and international solidarity trials on vaccines led by the World Health Organization. That's one of the trials that the Philippines is going to be getting into. It's an international solidarity trials. That's one trial, but they haven't started yet. It's pending. Okay, that trial, clinical trial, is being done by the WHO, and they haven't incorporated the Philippines into that yet. That's one. The other trial that the Philippines is in right now is a therapeutic trial on a drug called Abagun. And I think I mentioned this to you on some of our live screens. It's a drug for it's not a vaccine, guys. Abagun is not a vaccine. It's something that might help you get through your disease, but it's not a vaccine. And so the Philippines is actually ongoing in that trial right now. It's a therapeutic trial from Japan. I don't know the details on how well it's going, but they've been on it since I think they started in September, and it's going to be for 9 months. Okay. The next trial that is pending right now is Sputnik. Sputnik is from Russia. From Russia with Love. I don't know about the love, but it's from Russia. You remember that movie From Russia with Love? James Bond 007? Yeah, but it's from Russia, man. But everybody, I don't know about the love, okay? don't hold me to the love part. But yeah, it's a Russian virus that was developed, and many people are somewhat skeptical about Sputnik. And the reason why, because the Russians put the virus out, and before it was even finished with the clinical trials in their country, you know? I'm like, well, you want to take this and you ain't finished? No, thank you, man. I'll wait on it. No, thank you, brother. I think I'll wait on it. I'll pass on that one, okay? Most countries are saying that about Sputnik. Listen, look here, man. I think I pass on that one, okay? Please. Can you wait a little bit? I pass on that right now. But yeah, Sputnik is being pushed out there. They wanted actually the first vaccine. For some other odd reason, Russia wanted to be number one with a vaccine, so they just did like get in the lab, get it done. You don't come out the lab till you get me a vaccine, okay? That's what Putin said. That's what he did, and so they're pushing that all over. But the reason why they're pushing it because they haven't given people a lot of the clinical studies to review. So they're pushing it out, and that's why a lot of people are skeptical about that vaccine. They're pending right now. Putin has offered to give it to the Philippines free of charge. Free of charge. Yeah, I don't know. I want that enough free now. I would pay for mine, you know. Pay for what you get. I want the good stuff. I don't want that free. Anyway, I'm just playing y'all. But yeah, you know, let me put it. There's doubt about that vaccine because most scientists and medical officials have not seen the documented studies that they need to see before they can give 100% go on it. Okay, so that one's like iffy. Okay, and I'm sorry, one, two, three, and the next one I'm going to look at is you see. Okay, I talked about Sputnik. The next one is China's vaccine called. One of China's vaccine called Sinovac that's pending. I've heard some good things about Sinovac, but they had to stop it for a while. They're in stage 2 right now in their country. And another China vaccine is called Clover by Clover Biopharmaceuticals. That's pending as well. They're on stage 2, almost coming, get ready to get to stage 3. And then Johnson & Johnson or Janssen, which they're called, that one's pending as well. The only one, I got AstraZeneca pending. AstraZeneca is pending, but it's almost going to be approved because right now it's in the FDA's hands, and the FDA will be approved. And also, we're going to look at another thing. AstraZeneca, y'all, the Philippines purchased, I think, 60 million doses of vaccine from AstraZeneca. So that tells you they are very, very hot and positive about that vaccine. And the reason why, because number one, it's cheap. Number two, you can put it in refrigerator stored. You don't have to have this super 90 degree, negative 90 degree Fahrenheit temperature stored the vaccine, all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very cheap, $4 to $5 a shot. and it's very, very efficient because you can keep it in the fridge. You don't have to have a super freezer and all that kind of stuff, like some of the like Moderna and Pfizer. Okay, so that the Philippines, the Philippines government and the private business sector got together and purchased. Now I'll show you what they purchased in a minute. Let me get on my other slide here. On number number four. Getting ready to go out the door. Okay, look here. Let's see where we're at now. I got to go down here. Y'all messed up. All right. Here we go. All right, number four. Here we go. Okay. Number four, we're gonna look at the agreements with coronavirus manufacturers. Okay, they have agreements. They have reached out to Moderna and Pfizer and two other manufacturers that they're looking at. They would not name at this time. Okay, so they have agreements that they're working on with those companies to purchase additional vaccine. So the Philippines is just not looking at one virus or one vaccine. Excuse me. The Philippines is not just looking at one vaccine to be the cure-all, the be-all, okay, for this country. Now, and I don't think any country should do that. We want to look at a multiplicity of vaccines, a variety of vaccines, and then choose the best one for us and make that work. And then always have some alternatives, because sometimes you will find out that some vaccines may not work well for an individual, and then another one might work better. So you have to, every country that gets involved with the vaccines, acquires them, needs to have a multiplicity of options for their people. Okay, so Moderna, Pfizer, and there's two others that they don't mention, but they have agreements on other vaccines they're looking at. Okay, number 5. Give me the slide. Okay, number 5. Okay, and so we're gonna look at they secured a supply of vaccine from AstraZeneca. Okay, they went and got 2.6 billion. I'll put that back up. I got a video up here. It goes fast. 2.6 million doses of AstraZeneca, government and the private sector purchased on November 27th. So they're waiting. Once they purchased it already. Okay, they've got a payment already in for it. And the reason why they purchased it, because they looked at all the information, it was good, but still they have to have remember I told you it's a 3-step process, right? AstraZeneca has already passed the ERB. They've already passed the VEP. ERB is what? ERB is what? Ethics Review Board. VEP is what? Vaccine Expert Partners. Something like that. Vaccine Expert Partners. Anyway, those two boards have already approved them. So they pushed it on right now. AstraZeneca is in the hands of the FDA, and it'll be approved very, very shortly. And when it's done, they're going to have a little brief clinical trial for about 21 days. And then they're going to push that virus out because they already know it works. And another reason why they know it works, because who else got AstraZeneca? Who else got it? Nobody. A lot of other countries have it around the world. UK has the Pfizer right now. So that's where we're at right now. One more thing. And the last thing I talked to you about, I want to tell you what Duterte said he was going to do. He said he would take the virus. He would take the vaccine as soon as it came out, and would do it live on live air so that everyone would know that they don't have to be afraid of it. Because, a lot of countries, especially smaller countries, people are scared, man. I mean, I'm from a small country. I'm from the USA, and I'm not scared, but I am cautious. Put it like that. I'm cautious because I see things all the time, and I don't want to be, I put it like this, I don't want to be number one in the line, okay? I want to be in the back of the line. I want to be in the middle of the back so I can see what happened here. You took it? What happened? I want to see if you drop. Nah, man, I say, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna look around, do my due diligence. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna look around, because even when you take a vaccine, guys, you still have what? Side effects. Just the side effects, man. Some of the vaccines that you take, it feels like you got the virus. But eventually it goes away. You have some people that reported headaches, they reported fevers, they reported body aches when they take the virus, the vaccines. Okay, but it passes away. It lasts like 2 or 3 days, and then you're gone. And then when you take the virus, most of them have 2 doses. You have to do 2 shots. 1 shot, then 3 weeks later, you take another shot. Okay, that's what when you take that, The second one, that's when you have immunity. And what I'm hearing right now, and I'll do some more research on this, the immunity that you have built up after you've taken that second shot only lasts for about 90 days. So you may have to go right back and do the same round again after the 90 days. And then guess what, guy? Even after you've taken your shots, right? Even after you take the first shot, you think you'll take your mask off? How good, man? Nah, put away that mask. You don't have a full immunity yet built up, okay? So you got to steep away your mask, you got to wash it. Social the same thing. And when you take that second shot, you got to wait a little bit, and you should have full immunity for about 90 days. So you can be a little bit less cautious, but not it don't make no sense. Keep doing the good habits you got. That's what it's when it's all boiled down and said and done. The whole vaccine thing it's going to take for the whole world to get vaccinated. It's going to take about another couple of years before we all can put our mask down and go about like we used to do back in the day. But this is the new world order. All right, slide number 5. We out, man. We're going to ride a train. All ready? Let's go. All right, number 5, man. What I told you the turkey was going to do? He going to take that shot. See what you get ready to do? Get a shot. Oh, then again, he get ready to get that shot. Oh, watch it. Get him right here. Push out. I'm sorry, man. I had to do it. But yeah, he said he's going to take a shot, man. And he's going to do it. And also the Secretary of Department of Health, Francisco Duque III, they say we'll take a shot. He will be one of the first one to get, once they get the virus ready to roll out, they're going to be the first one to go to a live TV so that they can give the people what confidence that it's not going to hurt them or harm them. The leaders want to take it in front of their people. Okay. And I heard that in England with the Pfizer vaccine, that the Queen of England and her husband are scheduled to take it, want to be some of the first people to take it as well, because, you know, she's like 90 something years old, and they're taking the elderly people first. Okay. All right, that's all I got for you, man. You know, tomorrow I have another topic for you, man. We're going to ride, we're going to roll, and we're going to stroll down the line, down this yellow brick road. Are y'all ready to ride a train, man? Are you ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to ride? Hey, man. Y'all better say something to me. Y'all better say something to me, but I go to sleep. No, I'm just like, oh, give me a sip. Which one sip, please? Not like Cabago, but it'll do. I'm going to make it do what it do. Okay, Ray Charles, let's go. All right, people get ready. This is a train that's coming. Don't need no ticket. Just get on board. All need is love. Who say it again? Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. Y'all ready to ride the train, man? Are you ready to ride the love train, man? I'm ready, man. I ain't ready to train in what, a day or so? I'm ready to ride the train, man. Lee, did you sleep, y'all? Not sure. Y'all ready, man? I'm ready. Let's go. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard. Yeah, man. Y'all ready to ride the train? Y'all ready? I got to find out who they say they're gonna beat them Saints. Who's rubbing up, thumping up, bumped up, be the first man in now. I need to know. I got to know. I want to know. And crime, I want to know who that is. Who that said they're gonna be. I need to know, man. Who said they're gonna beat them Saints? I need to know who that is. Hard joke. And man, number one is a lonely number. I got to find out who understands that concept today. And when I find this person out, man, they're very special, because you know what? It takes a lot to be number one. Yeah, you gotta turn the TV off. You gotta focus. No hocus pocus. You gotta put your blinders on. Yeah, and so you can't be what? Distracted. When you get distracted, you can't reach nothing in your life, man. Yeah, that's why whenever you want to do something in your life, man, turn out the lights. No, don't turn out the light, but turn the TV off. Turn the radio off. Yeah, turn that stuff. Leave all distractions alone. No TV, no your girlfriend. Let her take. Look, you got to go. I got to study. I got to do my thing, and I can't have you distracting me with your big old leg. I'm gone now. It's hard to put you out the door. I know, man. I know. I had to do that one time. I'm trying to study. I was trying to study my A+ certification, man. Girl, look at it. I got to go, man. She did everything to try to make me put my book down. I said, no, I'm with you. That's if you got to go. But yeah, that's what happened when you try to do something. The devil gonna always come put something in your way, man. Say, look here, you want to do this, or you want to do this? That's a no, I want to do that, and then it come back with something else. Anyway, but yeah, it takes some what? It takes some discipline. It takes some thought. It takes some stick-to-itiveness, willpower to do what you need to do, because this world is full of distraction. All right, we got to find out who that is. Who that say don't be just. I got to feed him down. I got to feed him down. There, here we go. Drill down here and find out who that is. Who that, man? Come on, I'm playing with me, StreamYard. StreamYard all the time when I try to drill down there. Hold up, y'all. It's messing up. Okay. I see who that is. What's up? Michael Coleman needs some coffee. What's up, Michael Coleman? Michael Coleman needs some coffee. What's up, Michael? How you doing, brother? Got to say. Michael, that's 2 in a row, man. Michael made it 2 in a row, man. You think Michael playing now? Michael ain't playing, man. Michael's, look at him. I like being number one. I got that number one mentality, baby. I'm gonna show up, and you better show out. Good to see you, Michael. Hey, man, Michael did it right, tight, long, and strong. Congrats to you, Michael. He did that thing. He said, Lydian Bobby, hello. Magandang Muntang Gabi. May the spirit of the Lord be with you both. Thank you so much, Nurse Mike. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you, number one, man, number one honcho in the house. Mike did the thing right, and he ain't playing, man. He said, look here, Bobby, I'm tired of being in the middle. I'm tired of coming on the back. I'm a front end type of guy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with that, you know? Why? We've been in the back so long, man. Who want to be in the back? I remember, man, when I was growing up, man, you know, when we got on a bus, you know what we had to do? You think we sit in the front? No. You think that? Y'all take it for granted now. You go on a bus, you sit in the first seat, you sit, you pop your butt right there. You did that when I was coming up. I was a little boy, man. I'll get ready to go sit in the seat. Mom said, get up, come on, don't sit in that seat. We had to go to the bathroom. And I said, why we got the boat? In my mind, I didn't ask her, but she would, why we got to go in the bathroom seat? Anyway, so yeah, when you're number one, man, you got to do your thing, do it right, Tyler. And so good to see you. Michael Coffey, y'all give him a prop now. He's the number one honcho and one of the lonely number, man. Yeah. When you're all by yourself, you want to be. And when you're number one, man, you by yourself sometimes. But it's okay, man. You know what? You know why it's okay? Because eagles fly alone. And guess what the pigeons do? Pigeons fly in a flock. Which one would you want to be? An eagle or a pigeon? Huh? I know I want to be. I want to fly like an eagle, baby. Yeah, I want to mount up on wings and fly like an eagle, man. You know, be strong. Be a leader. Be the first. Be the best. Eagle mentality, man. Got to fly like an eagle. Let's go. Rise, everybody. Let's see one nation under who we got. Michael Coffey needs some. He said, Bobby, the UK, Europe already approved the Pfizer vaccine, started to give it out Monday. Yeah, I read about that, Nurse Mike, and I saw it in the papers, on the news, that there was one old lady. I don't know, I think she was like 90-something years old. But yeah, she was the first one took it, man, and they should give her some Monte, for being number one. You know, they should give some Monte. Be the first one took it, and they should be giving some money to the last one took it too. Because you don't know what's going to happen to the lady. You know, they said the efficacy is over 90-95%, but that means there's a 5% chance it may not work. May not. You know? So hey, I hope it works for her, and I truly do hope it works, and I hope it works for everybody. And because I'm looking at 3 viruses right now: Moderna, Pfizer, and AstraZeneca. Those are 3 I'm looking at right now. 4 Janssen, because with Johnson only 1 shot. The others take 2. But those are one I'm gonna be looking at when I'm gonna do a special broadcast. It may be live or it may be recorded. I'm gonna survey those 4 vaccines, and I'm gonna give you the pros and cons on each of them and which one should be for you. You have to make that decision. But I'm gonna lay out the information for you, category by category, pros, cons, advantages, disadvantages, and then when you get your chance, you're gonna make a decision which one you get. Now, some people may not have a choice. You know, because some of your will city might say, well, we're not going to deal with AstraZeneca, or we're not going to deal with Pfizer. We're just going to deal with Merck. And then you have no choice. And if you don't want to take that vaccine, then means you have to go to someplace else and get it, right? Or go to your private doctor and order the one you want, which is going to cost you what? More money, right? But if you go to the public health department, you might get a free shot, but they might not have the one you want, so you have to take whatever, right? Let's go. Right train, Bobby, Lizzie, One Nation. I died. Who we got? Look at Michael Coffee. Need some coffee. What's up, Michael? How you doing, brother? Number one, honcho. He said, listen, Bobby. Hi. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris want to give Pfizer and Moderna vaccines to the U.S. healthcare workers first. Second, the elderly people. I think that's right. I actually do. The elderly, I think the healthcare workers need to do it. Healthcare workers need to do it first, in addition to the elderly people, because without the healthcare workers in charge and up and alive and vibrant, and they won't be able to take care of people sick. Yeah? And it's the healthcare field, Mike, as you know, as a healthcare professional, is struggling right now. Yeah? They're on the brink of collapse. Not only the healthcare people, but the hospitals, the medical facilities, they're overworked. They're overworked and over capacity. And it's going to get worse before it gets any better. So yeah, healthcare people definitely need it first, and then the elderly. But in my opinion, Mike, here's what I think. And I think I laid this out on the other broadcast. I actually think that the healthcare people should be in there, okay? But I actually think that the minority groups that are struggling with it the most should be the next one. That's my opinion, okay? And within that subset of minority groups, I think they should then delegate it to the elderly within the sub minority groups. For example, African Americans, Latino Americans, okay? Native Indian Americans, okay? Those subsets are struggling with this thing. And I mentioned to you about the Filipinos as well. Those subsets are being targeted by the virus more than any other group in America. And those subsets have been what? Ignored. Huh? What have they reached out to anybody in those minority groups to say, why are you dropping out more than everybody else? Have they done any studies to find out why? No. They just let them drop, like they don't care. So my opinion, yeah, healthcare workers should be number one. But the subset of minority groups that I mentioned to you, and I'm not trying to be racist, but they should be first because they're the targeted groups by this virus. The virus is taking out these groups more than any other group. Okay, that's just my opinion now. But however they do it, that's what we got, right? Okay, let's go. Roger, everybody, One Nation. Who we got? Michael Coffee. Need some coffee. What's up, Michael? He said, Bobby, hello. General population won't get it until May or June of 2021. Pfizer and Moderna will only have so many doses coming out. Yeah, I heard about that also, Mike, and I heard that the current administration had an opportunity to buy more vaccine, and they didn't take it. Why? I don't know. Like we ain't got no money. The United States got money. They can make money when they need money. We got the montage. If they had an opportunity to buy more vaccine, more vaccine dosages from these companies, why didn't they? Because right now, the United States and all the other countries in the world are jockeying in position to purchase we're competing with other countries to purchase these vaccines, okay? And the people that get in first get the most. And you have to protect your people. So in my opinion, anytime they had an option to buy more and they know the vaccine is working and they already seen the studies, yeah, buy it, So they turned it down. I don't know why. Round train, Bobby, let's see One Nation, who we got? What's on the silly M in the house? I got an angel. I'm talking to an angel. What's up, angel? She said, I ask, please, and love to all. Peace and love to hey, thank you so much, my dear. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to you, my angel. Angel in the house, angel in the house, angel in the house. Woo! I got an angel in the house, man. And you know what? I always feel good when I have an angel on my side, man. Because you know what? I feel like I can't lose. I feel more peaceful. I feel more power in my love. That's my love too. And I feel more power in my life because I got angel around me. And you know what happens when the angels are around you? They protect you. They're gonna let nothing happen to you. I got an angel right here. Her name is Lisa D. Lisa D don't let try to mess with me. You got to go to Lisa D first. Lisa D almost took out a man for me one time, man. You don't play? She almost took out a grown man off of me. I said, leave the man alone. She said, I will get it. I got to pull Lisa D out, man. Look, we were down there. We were going to the store. And this man came by. We walk on the street. We were going to the street vendor. We were doing something on the street. And then we crossed the street, right? This guy had a motorcycle. And he almost hit me. I said, man, what's wrong with you? I said, look, you better watch yourself. And then he came out the bike. He got on the bike. The man got on the bike. He was coming after me. He says, you better watch. I don't know if you talk to him as a one. I said, Lisa, come on, leave on. And the man looked at me like he wanted to get me, man. And I said, let's go. We got to hurry up and go and got out of that street. But yeah, man, you got an angel on your side. They're gonna protect you. Philippines are angel, man. Good to see you, sincerely. Peace and love to you. But I forgot your name. No, I gotta tell you, right? Sincerely, M. Do you know what I gotta tell you, my dear? I hate to do this to you, but I gotta tell you, though. Guess what? You're number 2 tonight. And number 2 just won't do. Ooh, I like to say that. Let's go. Right there, everybody. One nation. Who we got? Sincerely, she said, Michael Coffee, good day to you, my sir. Sir, you are number 1. You're the number 1 honcho. You trying to beat me, but I'm gonna get you next time. You ain't know nothing about me, and I'm gonna show you what I can do. I'm gonna show you what I can tell you. Let's go. Right there, everybody. John Thomas, Big John in the house. Big John in the house. Woo, what's up, Big John? Big John Thomas in the house. Woo, Big John Thomas in the house. Who? Big John. Who? What's up, Big John? I'm enjoying that song. What's up, man? He said, good evening, Bobby. He said, hey, good evening to you, John. Good to see you. Good to see you. John Thomas in the house. It's about, what time is it? It's about 10:27 p.m. So it's like 9:27 a.m. in the Eastern time. John's in New York. So good to see you, man. Hope it's not too cold out there, man. What's this? December. Y'all probably getting a little snow right about now. Getting cold. But I hope it's not too bad for you out there. Good to see you, John, in the house. Brian Train, Bobby Lisi. Sincerely, she said, Sir Big John Thomas. She said, Sir Big John Thomas, how are you? Hey, you doing good. He said back to you, I'm doing good, my dear. Brian Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. John Thomas, he said, sincerely, and Michael Coffee. Good morning and good afternoon to you. Michael Coffee's he's in the West Coast. He's in the LA area. And Sincerely's in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, different time zone, but that's okay, man. I love to be in sync with my people. Whatever time zone you're in, I'm here, man. And I'm always gonna be there for you, man. That's why I come different hours, Sometimes I get up 10 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 7, 8, it doesn't matter, man. I come. And then whenever I come online, at least I have somebody there. Because why? I have people all different time zones, and so I do them a disservice when I don't try to capture them in their particular time zones. So that's another reason I come at different times to capture different people in different time zones, because I'm that kind of guy. I'm sensitive. I try to help everybody out. Roger, everybody, Lizzie, One Nation. Who we got? Michael. He got a donation for the nation. Good to see you, Mike. He said, what's up? I hope everyone's doing, hey, man, we doing good, Markel. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation. Hey, we doing good, man. Always good to see you, Markel in the house. Markel's in Colombia, y'all. Colombia, yeah, Medellin in Colombia. Nice country, man. The people are friendly there. The weather's nice. And they love the U.S. dollar. Just like the Philippines, when they see an American, you make them shout, make them holler. You got to wiggle a dollar. Ooh, dinero. They like to see the American, man. Americano, that's what they call them. Good to see you, Mark. Thanks so much. We got to do a dance for Markel in the house. Let's see here now. I got to drill down there and find a dancer. Come on now. Where you at? Where my dancers at, these days? My dancers, come on. Where my dancers at? Okay, y'all, give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Let's go, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. Thank you so much, Barkel, for the donation to the nation. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate the donation. Lisa D, she came in late, y'all. That's what happens when you come in late. You're out of sync. You're out of time. So she had to get back in the sync of the syncopatico. You know what I mean? She had to get synchronized. Let's go. Round train by. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to mention. This is my ace coon boom. Okay. Ace coon boom. Yeah, my ace coon boom. Y'all know what I mean, right? You old school guys out there? Boom chakalaka. My boom chakalaka, boom chakalaka too. Yes, my boom chakalaka. Hey man, this is my lady, man. This is my lady. You hear me? This is one of the sweetest women I know. Yeah, she's one of the sweetest women I know.
They look like sour.
She could be sour too, but she's what she wanna be. But I know how to deal with her sweetness, because the sweetness is my weakness. Yeah. You remember that Barry White song? The sweetness is my weakness. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my wife, DG Dix. She is a bad mama jamma, and I don't mess with anyone. You know that, right? I'm very particular about women. My women have to be strong. Okay, I don't want a woman to cry every time I say, "Fix my something to eat." I say, "Clean this out." I don't want a woman like that. When I say, "Fix me something to eat," I want you to fix me something to eat. Okay. When I say clean this house up and I don't like it like this, I want you to give to clean this house, okay? When I say wash my clothes, I want you to wash my clothes. You hear? That's what I want. And that's what she do. And then she do a lot of other stuff. But then I do stuff with her and she just do it, I jump and do it. That's we even, man. But this is my lady here, man.
Are you sure with that?
DG, come on now. Don't bless
Tell the truth.
Don't mess with me, DG. Don't mess with me, DG. This is my lady, man. Her name is This is
Bobby Dix.
This is Lizzie D, Tuba Queen, Bernardo D.
What's up, guys?
What's up? How you doing, my dear guys?
I'm sleepy.
She's sleepy, y'all, because it's nighttime. Nighttime is the right time. And when that's one thing about Lisa D. She don't go to bed on time. She's not gonna be happy camper the next day. Like, and then I gotta mess with her, I gotta play with her, I gotta shake it out of it. But she come out of it. So tell me, Lisa D, what'd you do today?
What I did
What's
today?
the best thing you did today? What are you laughing for?
I want to do.
Okay, so was it good or was it bad?
Good.
She don't want to tell you what she did, but she said it was good. Okay, I'll accept that answer. And did you go out today at all? Did you go out to town, downtown?
No, sir.
What about yesterday?
Yeah, all day.
You got a package today. What did you get today?
A secret.
Come on now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few questions because I want my people to know who you are, what you're about. Tell me how many brothers and sisters you have.
1 sister and 3 brothers.
So how many total in your family?
5.
And what number are you?
5.
You're the baby. She's the baby in her family, y'all. And guess who else? Yeah, yours truly. I'm the baby too. And you know what they say about the youngest, right? They spoiled. I'm not spoiled. I've never been spoiled. My mothers, my sisters and brothers, they made sure that, you know, I cry when I want to, but I didn't get my way. But Lisa D, she had her way. She's spoiled, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Round train, Bobby Lizzie, one nation. Who we got? She said,
She
she said, Forget the past. Face the future. Yeah, you have to forget the past, man. Sometimes the past will, because if you don't forget the past, what happens, y'all? What happens? It lives in you, and you live in it. You wind up living in the past. Everybody living in the present tense, living in the, going on with their life. You back there, oh, he beat me, my mama beat me, my daddy beat me, my boyfriend beat me, and you can't enjoy who you are now because your mind is all wrapped up in the past, and you will never go forward until you forget or forgive those things and events that happened to you. Everybody has some bad stuff happen. I did. Lisa D did. Everybody, that happens to everything's happened, man. What are you gonna do? Walk around like a billboard? This is what they did. This is what happened. This is what happened. Come on, man. You gotta learn to let go and let God move in your life. Let's go ride train about this one nation. John Thomas. What's up, Big John? And how Big John? Yeah. Good morning, Mark Hill. How you doing, my dear? My dear. He said, how you doing, my guy? My bro, what's up? What's up? Ride train about this one nation. Baby, hey, what's up,
Gunny?
Gunny in the house.
Gunny in the house. Ooh. What's up, Gunny?
Gunny in the house. Gunny in the house. Ooh, Gunny in the house. Gunny in the house. Ooh, what's up, Gunny? He said, hello, my peeps. What's up? What's up, hey, man? You doing good, man. Good to see Murphy in the house. Ride train about this one nation under. Woo. One love. Murphy, hey, he said, hello, Bobby D. What's up? What's up? What's up, Murphy? Good to see you, man. Good morning to you. In the United States of a doggone America, there's a whole lot of stuff going on there. I don't see how you guys can do it, man. I can't see how you do it. If I was out there right now, I'd be pulling every hair out of my head, and I ain't got a whole lot. Because,
Don't show you.
Well, ain't nobody head bothering you. You just see the shine on my head. I got a shine, y'all. But if I was in America right now, the United States, I'd be one unhappy person because I've never seen my country tis of thee like it is right now. Okay, it's divided to the nth degree. Black against white, Latino against white, brown against brown, all kind of division. And it don't have to be that way. It was always there to a certain level. Let's be real. But to the way that now, they got people marching on the governor, trying to kill the governor, trying to kidnap him. They got Trump. They got supporters of Trump going down to the attorney general's state election official trying to get them out of the house. Crazy stuff. And I'm trying to figure out what is going on with the attorney bar. This is the time you need to get the troops out there, get rid of them folks that are doing this crazy. But he ain't doing nothing. Not one little thing. Let's go around train Bobby Lee one nation. Who we got? Baby, hey, he said, hello, Blue Ridge. All my Blue Ridge in the house said, hoorah. All my engines in the house said, hoorah. Let's go round train Bobby Lee one nation. Who we got? Baby, hey, he said, hello, Angel. Sincerely, my dear. Like to see you. Good to see you. Michael Coffee, need some coffee. He said, USD. Lisa D and Bobby D. Hi, God bless you and shine all over you guys and men riding the love train today. Nurse Mike. Thank you so much, Nurse Mike. Appreciate you. God bless you. We need to keep praying for for Nurse Mike and Ennis Deason and all the people on the front care lines of healthcare, transportation, police work, anyone that has to do the frontline stuff. We need to pray for them because they are being attacked on a daily basis and confronting the virus on a daily basis. They're winning the battle, thank goodness. But there's some of them that's not. And we need to lift those that are not, lift all of them up in prayer so that they will be strong and overcome the virus, especially because the vaccine is almost here. And in the next few weeks, Mike and Enos and all the healthcare workers will be getting the vaccine. When they first get that first shot, it will have a little bit of immunity, not much. So they still have to keep their PPE on and stuff because you can't take everything. And then 3 weeks later, they get another shot. And it takes about 2 or 3 weeks after they get that second shot before they get full immunity or 90% immunity rather. And then After what I'm hearing is after 90 days, they're back again to square one. I'm not sure, but that's what the estimates are right now. We will see as we go down the line. All right, we got Ryan Train, Bobby D. Lizzie, One Nation Under Groove. Murphy, hey, he said, congratulations, Michael Coffey. You're number one, man. Numero uno in the house. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby D. Lizzie.
Nurse Mike. Michael, coffee. We need some coffee. Sincerely am. Hello, maganda lady. God blessings be with you. Keep the faith. Stay positive in your life. From Nurse Mike.
Thanks so much, Nurse Mike. Appreciate that, man. Ryan Train, Bobby D. Lizzie, One Nation. Michael Coffee. We need some coffee. He's a Murphy. Hello. God bless you, sir. Keep the faith from Nurse Mike. Thank you, man. They appreciate that, Nurse Mike. It's always good to have a positive vibe in the house. It's always good to have a positive word for someone because it helps you keep going. And that's all. Sometimes that's all you need. There's so much negativity in this world, man. So when someone gives you something positive, it has a tendency to what? To try to get rid of the negativity, all the negativity that you fed into the whole day. And someone says, hey, come to you and say, hey, man, see what you want? What you gonna kick me for now? And he said, no, I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm not trying to hit you, man. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's okay. You're okay, man. Get up. You can do this. He said, what you say? I said, get up. You can do this. Wow, man. First thing positive I heard all day, all week. I appreciate, it lifts people up, man. Positivity. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes.
He said, a lot of people are afraid of the vaccine because they think it might be the mark of a beast.
I heard that. I'm not afraid of the vaccine. I'm really not. But I am cautious, okay? And I have a right to be cautious, just like everybody else. When something is new, there's a tendency to have hesitancy about it. And it's okay, rightfully so. It's new, right? You don't know it, and so you have to be cautious. And the reason why I'm cautious, because like I said, I'm in the Philippines. I've seen people when they took that damn vaccine, but dengue fever. And so I'm not afraid. I will make this statement, affirm that I will take the vaccine. But which one, I'm not sure right now, but I will take it. But I'm not going to be first. I'll tell you that. I'm not going to be first. I'm not going to be last. I'm going to be in that number. I'm going to take it. But it's not, I don't think it's anything to do with any market beast. That's just, I don't know, they're getting that stuff from, but that's what's in their minds. It's going to be hard to get that out, and the only way they're going to get it out is that they see people take it and don't drop, and they keep on living, and they see people take it and don't get sick and all like that. That's what's going to cause them to do. And then when they see people that they look up to take it, like the big stars and the president and all, they see that and they look up to those people. So that proves it's okay. They're going to take it as well. And I'm going to take it, man. And one thing that helps me to get my hesitancy out of the way is when I read, I evaluate what's there, and I just don't read one source. You have to have multiple sources, and I corroborate the good information with multiple sources. Then I can solidly make a good decision and choose which one for me. I already decided to take it. I have to choose which for me, and I think you should do the same. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Who we got?
Michael, coffee. We need some coffee. Jen, hi. God blessings be with you, sir. From Nurse Mike.
Thank you so much, Nurse Mike. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Sincerely am. Murphy Hayes, Michael, coffee. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you are as well.
Hope you are as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ryan Train. Thank you. I was going to say thank you, sir, Michael Coffee, but it's sir, Miss Angel. Thank you, Miss Angel. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy?
Michael, coffee, God blessings be upon you as well, sir.
Thanks so much. See, that's what we need. We need blessings, positivity, and affirmations of goodness in our lives. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Murphy, hey, he said, be blessed, my dear, sincerely. He said, my dear. He said, when somebody say, my dear, man, that means you are dear to them. Ryan Train, Bobby. I'm not talking about doe, a deer, a female deer. I'm not talking about that deer. I'm talking about the other deer, the sweet deer. Michael Coffin needs some. He said, Bobby, hi. These vaccines by Pfizer and Moderna have to be refrigerated and kept at a certain temperature for it to work. Yeah, I think one is negative 97 degrees. And I think other one is negative 27 degrees, something like that. But yeah, they have to be. That's why when they sent the vaccine to UK, and when they sent it to London, they had to have the special freezing tanks on the planes and stuff to keep it, from spoiling. And then the UK have to be set up to receive with the same type of equipment. And so, just by understanding that those vaccines require a certain cold temperature, it's not going to work here. I mean, there may be some areas here that may take that vaccine, but here in a hot, climate place,
it don't work.
Yeah, it don't work. So that's why the Philippines invested in AstraZeneca. They put their money on AstraZeneca because you have to put that just in the refrigerator. That's it. Let's go. Ryan, Train, Bobby, Lizzie.
Michael, coffee, we need some coffee. Bobby D, hi. Some countries, nations are still trying to figure out how to keep these vaccines at the right cold temperature. From Nurse Mike.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, I tell you, if I was a small country in a hot climate like the Philippines, Pfizer and Moderna wouldn't even be on my list. I'm saying, because it's a nightmare. You're in a cold, hot country, and you're trying to keep a cold vaccine like negative 90 degrees. I go for something that don't need that, and that would be AstraZeneca. Or I'm not sure about the Johnson & Johnson one yet. I got to find out. When I do my study on that one, I'll bring it to you. I'll tell you which one needs to be super cold, which one just put in the refrigerator.
Study? Are you scientist now?
I've been a scientist all my life, baby girl. Now, I'm going to review the information on the vaccine.
Let's go.
Roger, Bobby, Lizzie, what nation?
Marvin Ace, they can keep Sputnik.
Well, that's right. They can keep that. The Russians looks like they rushed it out, and if that's why they're Russians, they rush things out. No, but it looks like they rushed it out too quick, and nobody's seen all the full data on the Sputnik virus vaccine yet. Nobody's seen the full data. That's why most of the scientists in the scientific community are hesitant about it. So. And they want to give it away free. But I heard a couple of days, yesterday or today, I heard that Russia is now putting that virus on there in their country, just giving it to the military and the frontline medical people now. It's mandatory. So I don't know. Never know. Ryan, Train, Bobby, Lizzie.
Michael, coffee, we need some coffee. Bobby D, hi. Guys, men, ladies, smash the like button, please. Bobby D giving out some good information here from Nurse Mike.
Everybody hit the like button for one time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's get them likes up. Vergeire, Hayes. He said, yeah, done. All right, thank you so much for that. Let's go. Ryan, Train, Bobby, Lizzie, One Nation.
Diaz.
What's up, Diaz? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see ya. Diaz in the house. What's up, man? He said, good morning, Bobby Lizzie. Good morning to you, Diaz. We doing good. Good to see you. Lizzie, you got an announcement?
Oh yeah, it's about our food drive. We were planning to distribute our food drive on December 20th. That will be the third week.
Yeah. Okay, Lisa D is on, and she's doing our food drive, final food drive for the year. We're going to be doing it on December 20th, looks like. And we're going to be going to where?
Here in Mandawi, around Mandawi, but not there where my cousin and my living.
Okay,
in a different place in Mandawi.
Okay, we're going to Mandawi again, but to a different location in Mandawi City. So food drive will be on the 20th, and that'll be the final one for the year. And it's a good to close this year out nice and right and tight and long and strong, because people need food all the time, especially people that have not been working for a long time. Even in America, man, have y'all seen the food lines in Atlanta, my hometown? Atlanta, people around the corner trying to get food. LA, have y'all seen the food lines on the news? I never would, in my wildest imagination, in my wildest dream, would I think I would ever see the food lines that I've seen on TV in my city and in my country. Times are changing, man. And if you have a sense of decency about you, you help somebody that's having a hard time. If you can. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Who we got?
Rhythm go.
What's up, James? How you doing, man? He said, what's up, Love Train? How you doing, brother? Good to see ya. Hey, we doing good, man. We trying to close this year out strong, and we trying to keep a good attitude, good mindset, and good mentality. And we're not trying to get depressed, because a lot of times what happens, y'all, around the holidays, people get what? Depressed. You know, because it's several reasons. Number one, a lot of times people have holiday anxiety. Okay, it's actually a clinical thing where people get depressed around the holidays. They get sad because sometimes the people that they want to be with, they can't be with. They get some of them people that get sad because they're alone by themselves. And holidays are a time where people should gather together. But it's going to be even more depressing this year because they're telling people you can't have a Christmas.
Because they don't have money to celebrate.
Well, that's part of it too. Because a lot of people are laid off in the U.S., you know, they don't have jobs. And they don't have the money. But, you know, holidays are a time where everybody gets together as families, and unite, and you're supposed to have Thanksgiving, you have food and fellowship and fun, and then Christmas, same thing, you know, and gifts. But they're telling people, I don't want you to do that. And so people are having trouble dealing with that, you know. All your life, you know, family and Christmas, family and Thanksgiving, Easter, you know, holidays is for the family. You get together. So you can't do that now because you might spread the virus. So a lot of reasons why this particular holiday season could be very, very depressing because the virus is adding into that equation. And if you know anybody that's depressed like that, try to bring them out of it. You don't have to go to their house, call them. Look, man, text them. You know, Skype, you on Skype, you video chat with them. Look, man, you know, this is a Zoom chat. You know, look, man, straighten it up. You mean, I care about you, man. Let's talk. You know, talk, man. The best you don't have to go around there. Just talk, man. You be honest with your man. Something the best thing you can do. Somebody's depressed is talk to them and try to pull them out of it. You know? But that's what this season brings, and that's why I'm here, man. A lot of you guys, some of you guys might be depressed right now, you know, because a lot of you guys, you can't see your lady. You can't get to her, you know. And I'm not trying to be facetious about it, but you know, that'll make you depressed too. I mean, I remember when I was in the USA, man, and holiday came around, I was by myself in the house. And I wanted to be with Lisa D so bad, man. And I couldn't do it. I had to wait till my vacation came. I had to wait till my vacation came and I had my money in my time. And all we can do is talk, you know. So I know the feeling. All right, let's go round train Bob D. Lisa One Nation. Who we got?
Michael, coffee, we need some coffee. Bobby D, hi. AstraZeneca is a cheaper vaccine than Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Some Southeast Asian countries are getting that one. Yeah,
AstraZeneca is going to make a lot of money with the poorer countries. They're going to make a lot of money because it's like, I think last time I checked, it was $4 to $5 a shot per shot, and you got to get 2 shots. And AstraZeneca, Pfizer and Moderna, about 25 a shot. So that's a big difference, man. In a poor country like the Philippines, that's why the Philippines went out and bought 60 million doses. Let's get this, man. Because they had to get their order in because they're competing with what? Other countries, other nations that want that cheaper product. And that's the wind? Yeah. When it's windy tonight, it's in our door, it's like boom, boom. That's the wind blowing. But they,
sure?
Yeah. That might have been a cat. Go see. Go see these. You want me to go? Okay, then. Sometimes we have a cat that pushes on our screen door, makes a noise, and then sometimes the wind blows. She's scared to go. You want me to go? She getting up. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, countries are competing against each other for the vaccine, and most of them, the poorer countries, are going with the AstraZeneca, and it's okay, man. It doesn't matter. I forgot where you were, Lisa D. It doesn't matter as long as you get one that works. And all of them so far have been very, very efficient. Efficacy has been great, and not a lot of bad things about these viruses. Okay, I think I went up too far. Lisa D, I forgot what we were.
I
Temperature. What was it?
I don't know.
Okay, that was probably the cat bumped on the door or something.
Michael, coffee. We need some coffee.
He said, Legion Bobby, hello. AstraZeneca has to be approved by the FDA, CDC, supposed to be done by January 21. Yeah, I think it's going to be quicker than that because America needs the vaccine fast. FDA need to get on it and get it done. And so fast, the sooner we get the vaccine approved, the sooner people start being not taking out and going into the hospital. Did y'all hear, man? Guess who's in the hospital? Guess. Even Lisa Dino, Giuliani. Yeah, president's attorney, man. He got the virus. Yeah, Giuliani. Yeah, the one that going around. I don't need no mask. You don't need nothing out of it. Yeah, Giuliani. Yeah,
Brody.
The former mayor of New York City. In the hospital.
He was a mayor.
Yeah, he was mayor of New York City for a long time. In fact, when 9/11 happened to the United States, he was the mayor, and he was good back in them days. He wasn't crazy. I mean, but he wasn't as bad as he is. he wasn't mad. He wasn't messed up like he is now. You know, the other a couple of weeks ago. You remember a couple of weeks ago, he was on TV and he had a news conference. And he was sweating, and all the dye came out. He looked like a clown. I was like, well, he done lost it, y'all. He done lost it. And but yeah, he's in the hospital. But they say he's doing well, so I hope he recovers and gets out of there. But you know what, man? Every time I think about people getting sick and getting in the hospital with the virus, I remember Herman Cain. I liked the guy a lot, man. He was a very nice gentleman. We don't agree on politics, but he was a nice guy. You know? And if they had the things we had now, he would be alive. He got sick too early. You know, he got sick too early. Look at Trump. He got sick, and like 2 days later, he was back on his feet. You know, 2 or 3 days later. Yeah, they didn't have all the stuff that Herman Cain could have gotten to. If he had that stuff, he would have been up too. Yeah, but it's sad, man. Wear your mask, guys. Even if you take the vaccine, wear your mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Let's go. Right, Jane Bobby. Vergeire Mason. What's up, friend? What's up? Hey, man, we doing good. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
I need some cover for me to pull energy.
Good morning to you. See, I got to sing your song, Freddie. What's up, Vergeire Mason? Let's go. Right, Jane Bobby. Lizzie.
Frederick Mason, congratulations, Michael Coffee, for #1 on the love train.
#1 on the love train. Let's go. Right, Jane Bobby. Lizzie.
Frederick Mason, hello, angels and Blue Ranch brothers.
What's up? All the boomers in the house say, hoorah. All my angels in the house say, hooray. Let's go. Right, Train Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Murphy Hayes. He said, what up, Sir Frederick Mason? How you doing, my rich brother? How you doing, rich brother? Right, Train Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Murphy Hayes, Sir Bobby was frozen in time, suspended ammunition.
Oh, really? Okay. That means my screen must have locked up one. My screen locked up. My screen locked up. Yeah, sometimes my internet gets slow and it just freezes me for a minute. So I apologize. This is the Philippines, man. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all something about the internet, and it'll be on. I might do recorded, or I might do anyway. I got something on there. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi. Andy in the house. Andy in the house. What's up, Andy? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see ya. He said, "Hey, Bobby. God bless and Lisa. God bless you, and Lisa. Thanks so much, Andy. I appreciate you. God bless you too. Stay safe and don't do nothing I would do. Okay." And that ain't a whole lot because I do everything now, man. Just like I stay safe and keep it clean. That's all I got to tell you, brother. Keep it clean. When them women come around you, say hey, say hey, bye. I ain't got time for it. Keep it clean, man. Keep it straight. Stay on your track and don't get distracted with these women out there. But they turn, the next thing you know, man, they have you giving their whole paycheck. There you go. And they want some more. Let's go, Roger and Bobby. Let's see what Aisha, who we got?
Andy.
He said, "Hope you have a good night." Thank you so much, sir. We're going to go to bed as soon as we're done here. At least did you take a shower yet?
Gotcha.
She had to take a shower. That's why I would take my shower in the morning. But I see y'all in the morning. It'll be my morning, but it'll be your evening. So I'll see you in a few more, in about 8 more hours. You'll be seeing me again. So y'all, I won't see him. I don't want to see him. I just won't see him. I love Roger. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, Lisa D went beast mode on somebody over the over the king. Beast mode on the cat out there. I laid up with the cat hit the door. We got a cat come around here. He be trying to look for food and stuff. Roger and Bobby and Lizzie.
Michael, coffee. We need some coffee.
What's up, Michael?
Lisa D and Bobby D, hello. I want to treat you and Lisa D to an holiday dinner. I had my Western Union agent wire you $30. Wow, thank you.
Wow!
Nurse Mike.
Wow! Thank you, Nurse Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nurse Mike. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Nurse Mike. Thank you so much. Hey, man, we got a holiday treat coming up, Lisa D.
Yeah.
What
Dang,
you want to
dang,
eat?
dang, dang.
What you want to eat, Lisa D?
I don't know yet.
She doing a dance over there. I said, I don't know yet. Thank you so much. Hey, man. So
Thank
kind
you,
of you,
Nurse
Nurse Mike.
Mike.
I appreciate you, man. God bless you, man. More blessings to you.
More
Much love to you.
blessings to you.
Let's do it for Dan for Nurse Mike. Ryan Train, Bobby, Lisa D, One Nation.
The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. So what you trying to do?
Thank you. Thanks so much, Nurse
Thank
Mike.
you, Nurse Mike. More blessings to you and much love.
More blessings, much love to you, my brother from another mother. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby, Lisa D, One Nation.
Michael, coffee. We need some coffee. Lisa D and Bobby D, hello. Go to the Ayala Central Black or SM Seaside Mall and have a nice dinner.
Thank you so much. Hey,
Thank you.
we haven't been out to Seaside in a while. You want to go out there?
If it is not straight, but I think it is okay.
I think we out there. We might go to Seaside this time. Thank you so much. Good suggestion, Nurse Mike. We will definitely be going somewhere, and then we'll do a video showing we eating a dinner on Mike. Roger, everybody, Lisa D, One Nation. Murphy, hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, of your love in the past, in the future, you will leave you. Okay, if you love in the past, the future will leave you in the past. Yes, if you love in the past, if you're lost and left in the past, you will have no future because you stay in the past. And the future won't even see you because your mind.
If you lived in the past, the future will leave you in the past. But he said typo. I mean, if you live in the past, the future will leave you in the past.
Yeah, if you live in the past, the future will leave you in the past. You have no future because you're still living in the past. You can't see nothing because you're still your mind is wrapped up in the past and everything. And a lot of people have trouble shaking off the past. You know? Sometimes it's hard for people to do that because what happened to them hurt them so bad, they began to get traumatized by it. And when you're traumatized by any incident in your life, sometimes very, very much traumatized, it takes a lot to get you out of it. If you recall, people in war times, they have trauma. They get trauma. They see their buddy get taken away, whatever, bombs and all that kind of stuff, and they get trauma. That's why they come back home with the with PTS syndrome, post-traumatic stress syndrome, because trauma does that to us. And a lot of children have that, and they grow up with traumatized children. They don't even know it. They just every time the door slam, because they traumatized. You ever seen anybody say, if the door slam, trauma caused them to react like that? Because sometimes somebody kind of beat them or whatever, and they hit a bounce. They're scared. They're gonna get hit. You know, a lot of stuff happens, man. It's hard. Then you wind up living in the past because you're so traumatized, and it takes a while to pull people out of that. It can be done, but it takes a long time. And a lot of times you got to get therapy. But and then a lot of things you need to do is just have somebody talk to you, man. You got to pay that $100 an hour to talk to a therapist. talk to you. Sometimes you can talk to yourself, self-talk. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lee, One Nation.
Robert Sharkey. What's up, Robert? Welcome to our Love Train. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit the like button.
Please do so. Thank you. Robert Sharkey, he said, are you going to take that vaccine? Robert, I'm going to take it. I've made a decision. Lisa D and I will be taking the vaccine when it's available, and we have to do when we get more information on the vaccines.
If it is safe.
Well, from what information we're seeing now, it seems like they'll be safe, but we have to get. I want to read for myself, and I want to do a comparison between the vaccines, because some I think may be better than others. Based on my lifestyle, I may need AstraZeneca. I may need Pfizer, Moderna, or the Johnson. I don't know which one right now. But when I do my study, I'll have a better idea of which one may be more suitable for me and Lisa D. But yeah, I'm going to take it, but not right now. I'm not going to be a guinea pig for nobody. I usually like to wait, man. I'll give myself a time wait and see what's going on. See how people react after they take the vaccines and get some kind of indication. But we will be taking it. No question about that. And for those of you that are in doubt about the vaccine, I've suggested you read and read again. I suggest that you go on the internet and search Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and find out. Read, man. Reading is fundamental. Read. And the more you educate yourself, the more you will be less fearful. The more you will be less hesitant. Okay. And then sometimes if you educate yourself, you may be more fearful and more hesitant. It just depends on you. Okay. For me, when I read about stuff, then if I had a fear or hesitancy about something, usually that fear or hesitancy has a tendency to drop off. Okay. And then I become more confident. But the knowledge gives you confidence. Okay. Read, man. Round train, Bobby Lizzie.
Murphy Ace. It's not easy, Bobby, believing in the United States of doggone America.
I know, man. I know. Every time I even think about going home, I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I don't want to do that. And I have to get out of there because I have to go home. I have people there I have to see, and so I got to get my mind right, man. I don't want to because I don't like the way the country is now. Maybe it'd be better when Biden gets in office. I don't know. Maybe that's hopefully so. But I do want to see my people, so I have to go back periodically. But I would not live there. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Lisi.
Arnie
Magazine. What's up?
In the house. Angel in the house. Woo.
That was quick, Lisa. You didn't put no energy in that. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Angel in the house. Angel in the house. Angel in the house. Woo. What's up, Lonnie? How you doing, my dear? Good to see you. Good to see you. She said, a blessed day to each and everyone. Thank you so much, Angel and Arnie. Thank you so much. And a blessed day to you as well. I know she's at work, y'all. She works in Saudi Arabia along with Sincerely M, one of our other angels. And she is an overseas foreign worker. She works away from her country, and she works there a year, 2 years at a time. Then she goes back home. She's getting ready to go back home for Christmas, and she's going to visit her family. Hopefully, sometimes they don't go back home; they just stay where they are. But I think she's going to be. Her contract is expiring very shortly, and she's packing it up. Yeah, I got to go. He said, it's been real. But I got to go. You tell. Hey, Lauren, that's what you want to tell when you leave. When you leave their house, just say, look here, y'all. It's been real. But I got to go. And you wave at a bye and say, it's been nice, but I got to go. That's it. Brian Draper.
Bye.
Then you say, na. Hey. Bye. That's what you told when you wave at him going out the door. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lisi. She said, just here at work, listening while working, not yet be okay. Hey, it's okay to listen to Bobby D and Lisa D, and you will get some wisdom in your life because that's the way I am. No, it's good to listen, man. Sometimes when you listen, sometimes people say exactly what you need to hear. Because one of the reasons why people don't get anything in their lives, one of the reasons why we miss a lot in life is because what? You don't listen. You can listen. Some of you think you're listening to me right now, but you're not listening. You're not hearing me. You're listening, but you're not hearing. Okay? Listening and hearing is two different. You up there washing your clothes, looking at TV, eating your food, and you call yourself that. You're listening to me, but you're not hearing me. Okay? Hearing me means you feel what I'm saying. You empathize with what I'm saying. You sympathize with what I'm saying. You identify with it. That's when you're listening and hearing. Okay? So which one are you doing? Or are you doing both? Some of y'all just doing one. You got to do both to get it. That's why whenever you listen to somebody, wherever you go to a church, whenever you go to a presentation, whenever you go in class, you say, oh man, because you ain't listening. You have to connect with somebody speaking to you. You don't have to see them in person, but if you hear, there has to be a connection. And the reason why there's no connection when you don't listen, we don't hear, because you don't turn your ears off. Turn them off. Let's go right to Barney Lee one nation.
Martha Hayes, he said, Allah Arnie be blessed.
Be blessed, Arnie. Be blessed and don't be stressed, because this is not the time to be stressed. I know a lot of people out there stressed with the virus, stressed with this, and they want to, because they locked up in the house, they can't get out, they want to beat their wife, the wife want to beat the husband. Don't do that, man. It's life is too short for all that fighting and fussing. Just say, look here, we stuck in this house together. Can we get along, please? That's it, and move on. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby D. Lee, all of it. She said, hello, Bobby D. And Lisa D, have a blessed day, sir. And hi, Sir Murphy Hayes. Thank you so much, Narda. You have a blessed evening at work and best morning at work. And take care of yourself. Take care of your patients. Remember, you are a short timer. You know what I mean when I say short timer? You only got a short time left in that house, because you got your clothes packed. I know you got your clothes packed. And then make sure when you go home, Narda, don't come in there with nothing in your hands, okay? Bring your people the gift. If you can't buy another but a teddy bear or a toy, bring them some chocolate, bring them something. But they will be like, I want my stuff. They're gonna say, where's my gift, mommy? Where's my, right, Train Bobby Lizzie?
La Arnie, she said, thank you, Sir Murphy Hayes. Thank you. Sincerely, am. Hello, Angel Arnie Bagasina. What's up? Cece. Riding the live train with Bobby D and Lisa D on One Nation Under Crew. Arnie Bagasina. She said, oh, hi, my dear Cece. Sincerely, am. How are you doing there?
Okay, so they Sincerely knows Arnie, and Arnie knows Sincerely. Apparently, they work in the same facility, or they see each other occasionally, and so they work in the same city, and they have a good friendship. So it's always good to be friendly. And when you find somebody that's from your hometown area or your home country, it's good to have talk to them every now and then, because it keeps you from getting homesick. Right, Jane Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Cecilia, she said, washing clothes. Okay, so she washing your clothes and she listening to Bobby D and Lisa. Ain't nothing wrong with that, my sister. Right, Jane Bobby, remember, hey, he said, oh, that's because those who took Sputnik never lived to tell about it. Hey, man, I don't fool that Sputnik, man. I'm telling you, man, I would take one of them viruses, a vaccine rather, but I'm not going to take that Sputnik. I'm just telling you straight up. Unless they make me and hold me down and push it in my arm, I'm not going to voluntarily go and take it. Roger, Bobby Lizzie. Darling, man. She said, okay, my dear. Sister Sincerely, take your time. Me, I'm going to feed my patients here, and I need to go now. Sir Bobby D and Lisa D, time to work. Now, my boss calling. You better get out of there. When your boss calling you, you have to answer. Because if you don't answer, you don't get paid. And you need that Monte.
The boss said, Lordy, I need to eat now.
You're hungry. You want to eat?
Hungry.
Where's my food? Hey, go ahead, Lauren. Have yourself a good work day today. She said, have a nice day, everyone, and keep safe always. God bless. And love, Train. Thank you so much, Lauren. God bless you and your family and the people on your job. Let's go. Ride Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Murphy Hayes. He said, take care, Lonnie B. Take care. Do your thing, sister.
Take care.
Ride Train, Bobby D. Michael Coffee. Need some coffee. The Bobby D. Hi. I appreciate all the hard work info you put in your Love Train shows. Salamat. God bless from Nurse Mike. Thank you so much, Nurse Mike. You know, we put a lot of energy and effort into our show. Some of y'all, I know y'all like that. Some of y'all just say, you come on here. I know it, but it's not so. When we bring you something, we come on here usually. Sometimes we might do a hangout. We don't have a lot prepared. We just want to reach out and hang out. But most of the time, we try to get you something prepared because you're taking the shine, you're taking the time, you're breaking the time, you're shaking the time to be with us. And why should not we have something to give you? We bring you together for the purpose of informing you, educating you, inspiring you, and teaching you something about the Philippines or the things of this world. That's what our purpose is. And see, we try to always be true to our purpose. And that means bring you something. Let's go, Ron. Train Bobby LEC.
Martha Hayes, I concur. You, my cup of coffee.
Thanks so much. Birthday, Ron Train Bobby LEC.
Las Vegas. What's up? Welcome to our love train, Las Vegas. He said, hey, Bobby, are you prior military?
Yeah, man. I used to be in the army, man. You know, I was a GI Joe.
Yeah.
Shut up, Lucy. Shut up. Shut up. I'm private, man. I'm a book private. I was raised by a military family, and I was in the military. But yeah, a lot of people in Las Vegas. If you're new here, man, I don't know if you are or not. If you have not subscribed, sir, please hit that subscribe and the like button for me, man. I appreciate you, man, so very, very much. You took the time to spend a little time with me and Lisa D, and we said thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man. But you know why? Military people are very disciplined, most of them. Okay, and I've always been more disciplined than my fellow people, my friends around me. They always look to me for answers and look for me to be the stable guy most of the time. But sometimes when I lose it, I'm like, "What you say, man?" I'm going crazy there. But but most of the time I'm just trying to keep them from looking. Come on, man, you ain't got to do it. That's how I do. But I try to be disciplined, and military teachers. Round train, Bobby LEC, one night. Who we got?
That's it.
That's it. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. All right. This is Bobby D saying thank you so much for everything you've done for us tonight, Mike and Mark Hill. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation. We appreciate you. More blessings. Much love to you, man. Thank you so much. And we say that sincerely, very, very meaningfully.
Sincerely, yeah.
We say it with a sincerely attitude. We're very real about it, man. Anything you give, man, we say thank you because we accept it and we receive it from the bottom of our hearts. We are truly grateful people. Thank you so much. Lisa?
Thank you for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And our Facebook fan page is called The Philippines Connection. Please like the page, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Bobby D Life in the Philippines. Link in the video description for media information. If you are viewing the live stream as a recorded replay, allow the ads to run during the video. And if you wish to donate to us via PayPal, our PayPal donation address is bdix004@gmail.com, and you can contact us at that same email address for more information. And we have a free Android app on Google Play Store called Philippines Expat Lifestyle. Download and enjoy all our videos without going through the YouTube app. And if you're a veteran,
you could call 1-800-827-1000. Call this for veterans information. All veterans with a VA card will have access to benefits. And now we're going to do our closing clips, and we out, man. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go, man.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or a queen. Life in the Philippines.
All right, guys. This is Bobby D.
and the Tuba Queen, Lisa D.
Saying take care.
God bless.
And
Peace. Have a good day.